the educated man? Is he the man who must read a lot? Partly yes. Because his reading is serious and discriminates endlessly. Is he the man who remembers many facts and events? Partly yes. Because the training of memory is a wholesome discipline that requires effort and application. And because one cannot make a sound judgment without respect for remembered facts. If the educated man, then one who becomes of his skill is able to provide for himself and his family. Partly yes. Since education should teach us how to make a living. But there is one thing we should always remember.
Madami na kasi siyang experience, kaya ang galing.
The far more important than the making of a living is the living of a life. A good life, a meaningful life, an abundant life. The educated man lives this kind of life because he has opened the windows of his mind to great thoughts and ennobling ideas. Because he is not imprisoned by the printed page, but chooses to make a relentless
Tumitingin sa akin si Philip.
and evaluation of everything. Because he is less interested in the accumulation of degrees than in the stimulation of his mind and the cultivation of a genuine. Because his interest is less in knowing who is right, but more importantly, in discerning what is right and defending it all with all the resources at his command. Because he can express himself clearly and logically, with precision and grace. Because he is not owed by authority, but is humble enough to recognize that his best judgment is imperfect and may well be tainted by error or chance. Because he has a deep reverence for the inherent worth and dignity of every human being as a creature of God. Because he has a healthy sense of value, a breadth of outlook, and the depth of compassion which a purposeful education generates. Because whenever he talks about good government, he is prepared and willing to sacrifice himself for it. And because he lives a life to a relevance to the world in which he lives, sharing in the problem of his time and doing whatever he can with intelligence, fairness, and understanding. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.